joined by Alexandra Boavida. She is the Vice President Marketing and Sales for Mercedes-Benz South Africa. Thank you so much for joining us, Alex, and welcome to the Leading Women Summit. I'd like to begin with your position as a leading woman. As you are here at the summit today, what are some of the key takeaways that you expect to experience today?
I mean, this summit's actually been amazing. The speakers have been amazing. I think one good thing about women is we know how to be vulnerable. And in order to share experiences, you have to be vulnerable. Maybe not so much in our counterparts, but I think it's been a great session to have like-minded individuals, trailblazers in the industry, really representing us well here today on this amazing International Women's Day.
Now, as a woman at helm of a company with considerable stature in South Africa, what are some of the gender empowerment or specifically women empowerment initiatives that your company can boast about?
I mean, I must say, as a starting point, we are most definitely the best company to work for. We have one top employer for many years, and we are there because we always look at diversity and inclusion. We are forward-thinking in everything we do. We are open-minded. We have campaigns and training sessions that are there to empower women that are in current roles that need to really learn certain aspects. We look at youngsters in terms of that show potential. We find courses not only on a local scale, but at global scales. For example, like Mercedes-Benz. And I must use that as an analogy. If it wasn't actually for Mercedes-Benz, who was Carl's wife, we wouldn't have the Mercedes-Benz as you see it today. So Mercedes-Benz has always been pioneering in terms of women. She decided that she's going to take this amazing commodity that he's made and take a chance and drive it. Now this is in 1888 as a lady in a car. We were the first automobile. She drove a certain number of kilometers, broke down along the way, but if it wasn't for her and the pioneering spirit that she had, we wouldn't maybe see this amazing product in the form that we see today. And I think we embody that in how we operate on a business perspective, how we look at our staff, how we look at the changing landscape of our customer, where the propensity is much higher now to female buyers than it was many years ago. So we're really adapting our design techniques. There's small little features, for example, in this car specifically, there's a little bucket at the bottom where you can put your handbag. I mean, I think there's really great innovations that we are doing from a product as well as internally to make sure that we propel this industry. I mean, I've been with the automotive industry for some time, and we need transformation, and I'm glad to see that we're front runners in ensuring that transformation.
I can appreciate the nuggets you've shared about a woman's role, particularly in the automotive industry. Now, I understand from a societal perspective, this is not something that is a common occurrence. And yourself as a woman in that space, one, what is your experience of operating in such a male-dominated industry? And secondly, at helm of this space, what are some of the ways you go about encouraging women to join in the sector?
So I actually come from the retail background for Mercedes-Benz. I worked there for 10 years and I've now moved to my second year into the MPC. And that is very much an industry where we have a lot of individuals that are male-driven, and you have the more softer skills that are more ladies-driven. I'm very proud to say that I was appointed as dealer principal very early in my industry, and I think it's because we have this pioneering spirit. And one of my endeavors that I always expose my staff to is that let's open up, let's have different thinking. I mean, we're evolving as an industry into a different landscape. If you look at the industry 10 years ago to where we are today, almost like AI and digitalization, we're in a different space. So I implored them to ensure that from an apprentice level in our workshop, we had ladies. Very proud that we qualified a lot of those ladies as technicians that you don't normally see, but I think it's important. On the other flip side is the consumer, right? I have a name called Alex, so sometimes a good thing, a bad thing. When I'm dealing with a customer on a specific issue that is service related or component related, and they think they're talking to a man, and then they arrive and Alex is actually a lady, and you actually can feel the shift of uncomfort in the conversations that we've been having now. He's not sure anymore, and I think we've really had to push our boundaries around that. I think you have to be strong as a woman to get through that, but I haven't had any major issues. I'm very privileged to work with a lot of great men as well, and a lot of great women all over the globe. You look at Britta Seeger, I mean, she's in charge of sales for the whole world. She's done an amazing job. We look at South Africans that have worked in this country for Mercedes-Benz, gone international, and doing amazing things all over the world. So we need to have both sides to understand our customer, which is both sides as well. So
And touching on another demographic, it is clear that you do prioritize women in your organization, but how do you also make sure to attract the youth as well and continue the momentum that you've built up in terms of being an equality or an equal employer?
I mean, it's important that in an evolving business that is moving as rapidly as we are, we'd be remiss not to look at a diverse array of individuals. We have all these youngsters coming into the workforce. They are different. They want different things, they value different things. I think COVID also taught us that, and we really embody developing structures that allow them to excel because they come with great understanding. I mean, I refer to my Britannica encyclopedias that I did my projects on, used to photocopy them, and today you do YouTube, and I think our youth is a lot more intelligent in terms of being more prepared and understanding and having a lot more exposure. But you need to touch on their individualization in a way. They're like digital things. I mean, this would be remiss, again, also not to give them those things. More flexibility in terms of working hours, more emotive feelings around what can this brand actually do for me? What are we giving back to the community? And I think we implore that not only internally with our staff, but also with our customer base. I think we are a very authentic brand that tries to embody that and be really looking at diversity and inclusion. I look at our gay rights every year. We participate in the Pride Parade. We've got lots of women initiatives that are running from a community perspective as well as in our business itself. And I think we really are forward thinking in terms of everything that we do, and it's about complete inclusion and not just segmenting on one. So from youth to ladies to men to older to younger, because everyone comes with their own little bits. Everything makes that salad, and then you actually have a good salad at the end. And if you miss some items, it's not the same.
Now today is International Women's Day. What is your message to inspire young women or women of all ages, not particularly just to aspire to drive the beautiful machine, but as well as head up industries like Mercedes-Benz?
I think never give up on your dream. It doesn't matter how old, how young you are, whether you want to have a family, you don't want to have a family. We all have different things that we want to do, and don't let anything stop you from doing that. If that's your dream and that's what you aspire to, you will always find a way, be it close to you or not. Don't give up, be brave, be confident, and put yourself out there. Once you've done that, the door is wide opened and the world becomes wide opened as well.
I agree, be brave and confident, and I can certainly say you have brought your own confidence to this conference. Thank you so much and enjoy the rest of the summit.
Thanks for having me.